What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming by the page of MightyJoeW. And today I really want to tackle a controversial issue since I feel like I am literally the only person on the planet that enjoys the new comment system on YouTube. I want to explain where I'm coming from, my personal experience. I've been doing good with the likes so far. I don't know if I'm going to get any likes on this video. Hopefully you guys aren't too harsh. But here we go. So first and foremost, Google Plus is a very powerful social media network. It has more features than any other network I've ever seen, and it's just unfortunate a lot of people haven't really got to experience it, and there's not much incentive if you don't have friends and family on a specific network to try it out. But what I found out from using it for a few months is that it really gets interesting once you start to look up different communities. So you can look up communities if you're into the NBA or The Walking Dead, Pokemon, video games, Naughty Dog. If you're into science, fashion, anything, you can search for these communities. You join the community, and then anything that you post within that community is going to be seen by other people that have that same interest, and you can get updates from them as well. So the communities are really cool. Circles are another really cool feature because as you may know, you can put people in different circles, and anything that you post to that circle, only they will see. So it's a good way to kind of segment and separate, who you want to interact with based on interest. So that's just my quick, some of the features that I really like on Google Plus, as well as the Google Hangouts, which I don't really use, but I have a lot of ideas that I want to do with that. So it's very, very good system. It's a powerful system. Now, with me, I'm always trying to be forward thinking and see which way a trend is going, what direction things are going, and try to stay kind of ahead of the pack, ahead of the curve. So once Google acquired YouTube, that was something that I thought was very important to be mindful of, because the integration will be happening soon. So earlier this year, once they really started rolling out the Google Plus YouTube integration, a lot of people didn't really like that, but again, just trying to stay kind of ahead of the pack, I went ahead and did the merge. And that's when I really started learning Google Plus and how powerful it is. So this is coming from, again, me personally, as someone who has been using Google Plus already, and a YouTuber who's trying to get followers, build up my following, put out good content, and just trying to find different creative ways to kind of market my content and what I'm doing. And I found that pretty easy to do with Google Plus. So before I get to my next point, another great thing, and this is for anybody that's trying to build up a following, is that Google Plus is going to help you in any kind of rankings, search engine rankings, much more than other websites. So just keep that in mind. So another personal experience dealing with Facebook. When I was trying to figure out which social media site I really wanted to focus the most on, as far as MightyJoeW and Games and Keys, I kept going back and forth because I knew I didn't want to focus on all of them. Maybe down the line I'll put a page on each of them just to be visible in each space. But I was going back and forth like which one do I really want to go forward with out of Google Plus and Facebook. Facebook hasn't had its appeal with me for a really long time. I don't know if that's the same for everybody or it's just me. I'm in a different place and it's not as interesting as it was before. And so I was leaning towards just trying to jump on the Google Plus bandwagon before everybody else got to it, try to build up my circles and my following, kind of before everybody else merged over to it, because I truly feel like that's going to happen. Google's a great company and they have a way of making things work. So I was seeing that as the way of the future, especially once I got YouTube. So I'm like, let me go ahead and focus on that. Maybe I'll do Facebook, but I'm going to focus on that. So, all right, enough rambling about that. So let's fast forward to once they said they were going to be rolling out the new commenting system. So I'm like, that's kind of cool because my website is run through Blogger, which is Google's blog, and I had wanted to put the Google Plus comments on there, again to help with my rankings instead of I was using Discuss, which is really good, by the way. A lot of sites use Discuss, but I was like, let me go ahead and stick with the Google thing, keep it all together. So once I found out that YouTube was going to be using Google Plus as a comment system, I'm like, this is cool because this is a universal comment system that I'll be able to utilize. So I'm not having to keep track of all these different comment systems. It's just one, and it's all linked together. That makes it much easier for me. So that's one thing. Looking at my notes. So I would say it would be smart to start building your circles now. And to try out Google Plus now, just to really get in there, get a feel of it, because I give a little hint of what I do. I want to do like a 5-part series explaining how I keep track of everything, how I keep everything very structured and organized, how I utilize spreadsheets to monitor who all I have coming in, keep track of everybody. So one of the things that I do, if you've ever been to my page requesting access to sheet music and MIDI files, once you request access, as you may know, I get an email with your email address. So from there, that's how I've been able to add you to my Google Plus circle for anybody interested in my YouTube account, games, and keys. So I can keep track of all of you on my Google Plus circle. So when there is something that I want to share that I think you'd be interested in, I can just click on that circle and share it to you all. And, I keep track of all of that in my spreadsheet. It's very good to keep track of your data and your progression. So with the circles, you can also utilize that on YouTube in your comment system. You can click your circle that you want to, if you want to comment, click your circle that you want to see it. So for those people that don't want their real name out there, they still want the anonymous effect. You still can be that in a way, because if you want to comment something crazy and you got a circle that's just friends, you could just click that circle right there in the comment section, and only your friends will see it. So that's another really cool feature, but you'd have to put a little bit of time of, creating that circle first. So that's really cool. I also like that you can tag people's names in your comment section by putting plus and then putting that person's name. Then it'll come up. I don't think that was available before. So I think that's really cool too. And so that's used in one way to respond to somebody, and then also the reply button. A lot of people have said they don't have the reply button, but I've always had it. Maybe I'm just lucky. Somebody wrote to me asking, man, how do you reply? Since they switched over, I can't reply. And I wasn't able to figure out what was different about mine or anyone else's, but the reply button worked fine for me. I'm thinking or hoping that it's working for everybody else now, so that nothing is different, So I really don't see any issues with the new system, man. It's been helping me with what I'm trying to do. The only issue I've run into is everybody that's frustrating and posting Tanks and Bob and saying to copy and paste. And I'm not going to go into everything that Boogie2988 was saying that's being posted, but it's a lot of crazy things being posted of people that are upset trying to make a point, trying to get the system to go back to the way it was before. I think there's other ways and other approaches outside of spamming the system, because that's very frustrating and irritating. I'm pretty sure there's a petition going around that you can try to sign in to get it back. I personally don't think it's going to go back, because I see all the benefits of this integration. I think they're going to go forward with it, and hope that people just kind of give it a chance and learn to adapt and learn how to utilize it, utilize it their way. Especially if you're a YouTuber, man, you've got to get on Google Plus, man, and take advantage of this new integration that they have going on, and just see the possibilities. Think of it from that perspective, the possibilities that you have with Google Plus that's going to help you with the rankings, having one comment system. If money is what motivates you, man, think of it from that perspective. You'll have more opportunities to monetize and to really build up a following if you're sticking with Google, if you're using AdSense or anything like that. So there's a lot of different reasons that I thought this was cool. As somebody, again, that appreciates Google products and uses them regularly, it's been helpful. I don't see the problems and the frustration that everyone else is seeing. Again, I think I'm the only one on the planet, but that's okay. That's okay. I think everybody will come around. YouTube is not going anywhere. Google's not going anywhere. And you got to stay relevant and be open to change, be accepting to change. And you're not going to like everything, but I would say definitely just give it a chance, because it's working for me. So be on the lookout for I'll be doing some kind of tutorials or video series for anybody that is interested on how to build up a following on YouTube. I'll just give my techniques. I haven't seen anything out that utilizes the approach that I've been utilizing and the way that I keep track of everything. It's been very helpful. It's been working. And thank you again to all of you. But yeah, please leave me some comments. Let me know in this comment section, the dreaded comment section, if it's gotten any better for you, if it's the same, or you feel it's worse off. Let me know if anything I said made sense. If you didn't like anything I said, please let me know. And for all of my followers, my friends, my fans, whatever you want to call yourselves, because I don't have a name for you all yet. I know all the top YouTubers have a name, like the bros or whatever. I don't have anything yet. Y'all are my friends. Yeah, thank you for the support. Keep coming by. I'll be putting out some more stuff later this week. I appreciate you. And as you can see, I don't know how to end this video, so I'm going to go ahead and hit stop.